The Costa Deliziosa is one of the world's great super cruisers. She's about to embark on an epic cruise through modern-day Pirate Alley.
Make it fast, could explode in 5 minutes.
The constant threat of attack has Captain Sinisi and his crew on high alert.
We might start to get shot at by pirates.
Join us for the inside story. This is Cruise Ship Diaries. Today, the Costa Deliziosa is docked in the city of Dubai. Though built in Europe, she is the first cruise ship to be christened here. She's been sailing 7-day cruises in the Persian Gulf. But now, it's time for this super cruiser to begin the 7,800-kilometre journey home. This cruise back to Europe will take 19 days. And she must sail through some of the world's most pirate-infested waters, through the Red Sea and out into the Mediterranean via the Suez Canal, and finally docking in Civitavecchia, just outside of Rome. Much of the route is considered a red zone, which is an area that is unstable and volatile. Political unrest, pirates and terrorism are real concerns.
So did you prepare the nautical chart for the passenger areas?
Yes. Captain Pietro Sinisi is the youngest captain in the fleet and the man chosen to sail the ship home.
The planning of a long trip like this, for sure the safety of the guests and the safety of the crew is the priority one. Avoiding dangerous situation. We need to have always, like James Bond in 007, a second plan if something happens. No trouble.
Trouble is not a word guests want to hear. When they board, the ship's 4 restaurants, 11 bars and 3 pools must be gleaming. This cruise will be a floating banquet, with food available to guests throughout the day. The inventory crew is stockpiling. 27,000 litres of bottled water and 10,600 kilograms of seafood are on today's shopping list. Loading is a tense time. When the ship is docked in port, she has several exposed points of entry. Security will be tighter than usual on this cruise, and Captain Sinisi has ordered extra security briefings for all departments.
Quite a bit different to the cruises you used to do.
It's a tall order for many crew members that have been on board for the whole season.
People are quite tired now. Eventually everybody wants to go home. So when crew members have done 7 months or 8 months or 9 months, when you're on that leg home, sometimes you can have like your blinkers on and just be looking at home. You can't put your blinkers on until you get home. All right. Okay, yeah, 8309. All right, thank you, sweetie. My job is to make sure that the people that speak English have a great cruise.
Everything's okay now?
I need to know everything the front desk knows. I need to know everything the tour office knows, everything about the entertainment department. I really need to be like a ship encyclopedia. My job is like Pandora's box.
Susie is a 7-year Costa Cruise veteran and knows the drill. There'll be loads of security patrols and extra staff training ahead. The captain will not discuss the details of the ship's defence systems.
Oh, no, you're not allowed. No, thank you.
But we'll reveal that when it comes to pirates, outrunning them is part of the plan. In high-risk areas, the ship can sail at her maximum speed of over 23 knots, making it difficult for any possible attackers to approach. Chief Engineer Salvatore Accetta is the man in charge of making sure that she is fit and ready for any possible race to safety. Right now, he and the engineering team are focusing on the propulsion systems. They need to do a final inspection before leaving dock. The ship is powered by a system known as Azipods. The azipods are self-contained units that are able to turn a full 360 degrees, allowing the ship to easily maneuver out of any tricky situation. One of the engineers will climb inside the shaft of the azipod, 8 meters below the waterline, to inspect all of the components. Before the team can make their way down into the azipods, they have to ensure that there is absolutely no way the propulsion system can be activated while someone is inside. They lock all main power switches to prevent any accidents. On the upper decks, the housekeeping staff is doing their thing. They have 1,130 cabins to prepare. Guests will be boarding soon.
In Dubai, they have hotels like the Burj Al Arab, and they have gold leaf on the wall. At the Emirates Palace Hotel in Abu Dhabi, there's edible gold in the cakes. You're not quite sure what the more wealthy, what they're going to expect from a ship.
All departments are geared up to impress. The entertainment team is under the most pressure. The cast of the stage shows is performing tomorrow night. There's been a recent hiccup. Their lead male singer is being replaced.
The show is a massive part of the entertainment on board. The pressure comes when there's new singers. You don't know what kind of performance they're going to give. That makes it a little bit nervous. The new singer is Daniel Bays. He has never worked on a cruise ship before.
Good afternoon. Hi. Embarking? Yes. Passenger? Crew. Passport.
Daniel must make a good impression on stage.
I don't want these people to think, oh no, look at this hack job replacing our last singer, you know? And because the environment's new to me, it makes it all that much more daunting. I need to prove myself. I can't even remember what I had envisioned, but I think it was slightly more romantic than it actually is, you know? I expected something a little bit more comfy.
Being on the ship is more than a career move. He has been in a long-distance relationship with the female lead singer, Susie, and is eager to get the show on the road. Rehearsals are underway. Daniel and girlfriend Susie keep things professional. The big show is tomorrow night. Romance is on hold. Their rehearsal is cut short. The captain has begun the additional security training and has called for a bomb search drill. Everyone must participate. Captain Sanisi has asked the chief of security to hide a fake bomb somewhere on the ship. He has given all crew on board 5 minutes to find the object and call it in.
Make it fast. Report if you have any news, please.
Stage 1.
The crew splits up and search their own work areas. The threat of terrorism is a modern reality throughout the travel and tourism industry. On a ship, security is everyone's responsibility.
Our job is to search, and if you find something, then we call in the professionals from that moment.
3 minutes. 3 minutes more, so make it fast.
The bridge must also be searched. Even the captain doesn't know where security has hidden the fake bomb.
Bridge clear? Bridge clear. Okay, bridge clear. 2 more minutes.
Every drill is treated as a real emergency. Failing a time trial set by the captain would be a major setback.
So 5 minutes is over now, so nothing was happening.
The crew has failed, but only by seconds. They found the bomb hidden in the lighting box of the theatre.
Theater is evacuated. Nobody is.
Okay, please let me know, report.
It's early evening and guests will begin boarding soon. The ship will spend its final night in the port of Dubai and set sail for Europe tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is the last time we can actually go out in the evening together.
I don't know what kind of makeup to do.
It's not normal for the crew that we would have another night stay. It's very special. And it's great because they get to spend time in a social way with the friends that they have of the ship, but off the ship.
Even with the show tomorrow, some of the dancers can't pass up the opportunity to enjoy Dubai nightlife for the last time. Guests are arriving at the cruise terminal. Each piece of luggage is scanned and x-rayed before loading. All passengers are officially identified and logged on the system. It's a tedious but necessary process. Boarding will continue throughout the night until everyone has embarked. Daniel's time on board has not started well.
Open your mouth, please. Tell me
Do you think I'll be alright to go on stage tonight and sing?
It's better to start tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Well, I don't really have a choice.
It's just a cold, not serious enough to quarantine him.
Are you okay?
I'm good, yeah. I really hope this works. I gotta go on tonight, and if it doesn't, well, I can't do anything about it.
The dancers are back from their night out in the city and have the final technical rehearsal soon.
I'm just really tired. I've only had like 4 hours sleep.
Guests are exploring the ship and starting to settle in. Meanwhile, down in the theatre, Daniel's voice is taking serious strain.
So I'm worried about it. I'm really nervous. Terrified, actually. You know, my voice is not coming out. You know, I think my body's tensing up. So I need to just relax, but it's easier said than done.
And make a choice.
As the ship is about to leave Dubai, there is a problem.
Okay. Go ahead, Chief Security.
2 guests got on board, unpacked their luggage, but then left the ship. They haven't come back. Security is concerned and heads to the guests' cabin to investigate.
Chief Security, Captain.
Inside or not? Housekeeping. Chief, passenger not in the cabin. All the belongings is intact.
It's not clear what has happened to the passengers, but their cabin has been searched and no threats identified. The captain cannot wait any longer.
So advise the pilot and we'll leave. Thank you.
Leaving guests behind is not ideal, but for security reasons the ship must pull out of the port on time. they're already running 15 minutes late. Moments before the gangway is pulled up, the missing guests arrive, seemingly oblivious to the problems they've caused.
Saying goodbye to Dubai, but it's a nice atmosphere to be heading home.
It's almost showtime.
Well, I was starting to panic there.
No, it's that one. Your black pants and your black shirt.
Cool.
Here comes the girl.
Oh, I've got to go, so I've got to go. Oh, little bit of a ball slip on the first note, but otherwise lekker.
Time,
While the guests are enjoying the onboard entertainment, security is on full alert. The animation team is keeping guests busy. There is no threat of attack on their minds. The captain is briefed not to talk about specific security measures on board, but it's obvious that external lights are now off, and a high-powered long-range acoustic device is mounted at the rear of the ship. It sends out a powerful sound frequency that can immediately disable attackers from up to 500 meters. The ship has completed the first leg of its journey home. She is arriving in Muscat, the capital of Oman. Oman was once an important trading post in the Arabian Sea. Today, the ship docks close to the personal yacht of the Sultan of Oman. His palace in Muscat is also on the must-see list for tourists. The country exists mainly on its income from oil, but in recent years the Sultan has encouraged tourism as a way for local people to earn money. In spite of the outside temperature being around 30 degrees today, Salvatore, the chief engineer, escapes the noise of the engine room to enjoy the rugged landscape for a few hours. Back on the ship, Captain Sanisi sets aside his security concerns to host some important guests. The Italian ambassador and Omani dignitaries are eager to see the ship. Susie's passengers have gone ashore and she has time to catch up on paperwork. Daniel may have had a bumpy start to his new job, but his performance went down well and he's adjusting to life on board. The ship has made it safely through the first stage of the journey home, but she still has a long way to go. In the next few weeks, she will travel through hotspots of the Middle East and then through the Suez Canal. New locations, crew members on a mission, relationships and red zones, all in the weeks ahead.
Cabin inspection. Any alcohol?
I hate rules.
All in Cruise Ship Diaries.